Yes, whatever 14. Correct answer there, Dave. Help me out here.
Okay, I think we're here now. I don't think anybody heard anything to this point there, Alex. I think our mics were off.
Oh no! Well, welcome to the Florida 200.
They've now missed the secret word where they could give it later and we would give away $1 million. Now nobody will know it.
Yeah, that's okay. You can see the cars are gritting and they are off here. Thankfully, if our mics were off, that means that they didn't have to hear me do math.
That is true. Real quick, running down the order. Want me to run down the order real quick? Tyler Fody, Scott Crump.
Go ahead.
Josh Personette, Josh Robin, Robert Hill, Ethan Burrell, Matthew Weeks, Johnny Thomas, Kwame Scott, Justin Fortner, Jeff Green, Chris Wright are the top 12. Gerald Campbell, Ethan Stanley, Nick Massey, Wyatt Knadel, David Tooker, Brandon Key, Andrew Rucker, Jonathan Cutlip, Jesse Rasmus, Nick Indelicato, Ryan Gavel, and Chad Frankenfield, the next 12. Justin Dewar, Justin Vandermarl, Michael Goodwin, Ryan Schuld, Braxton DeWeese, Seth Rawls, Kyle Hanshaw, Robert Smith, Brent Jones, Alex Gray, Dylan Thomas, Josh Clark, Gray Holmes, Garrison Hogan, Michael Hossack, Rusty Capel, Hunter Smith, Joe McAdory, Harrison Talon, and Joey Chapman rounding out the field. I made it all the way through before they came back to green.
Well, yes, we will have 80 laps to describe for you guys here tonight. 2 sets of tires. I don't think tire wear is an issue, but something that was of particular interest are these massive runs that these cars will get when drafting.
Yeah,
80 laps to decide who fights it out. And we are about to go green at the World Center of Racing. So glad you could join us. Let's see who will be fighting for a championship after tonight. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Daytona.
Nobody's moved an inch. Everybody's side by side.
Tyler Fody, the championship leader, on the pole. There you see the 90th Scott Crump, I believe, right to his outside. And he'll change.
Drops down in front of Fody. Fody giving him a push now. Oh, we got cars crashing. Yep, we're under caution, I think, maybe.
Already a big crash. It seemed like
no caution.
More than, half the field was not involved in.
But as usual at Daytona, it did not cause a caution. That's not a caution. Unless my caution ticker didn't tick up. Yeah, it did, finally. I got lots to show you here. See. Stick with the 02 car of Seth Rawls here. Harrison Talon making a move. He's not involved in this. Here comes the 30, the 97 gets into the back of the 02, Seth Rawls, and then takes him into Alex Gray.
I apologize there, Dave. It kicked me out. That was the weirdest thing. So
I just kept on talking as if you were here. So.
It looks like a big crash here. Let's take a look again because I myself don't know what happened.
Yeah, let's go back here and ride with maybe Joshua Clark.
A lot of cars, and this was the fear of having a big issue early in the race.
I think it starts here with the 97.
Joshua Clark.
97 gets into the back of the 02 into the 81. And then Rusty Capel into the pile.
A lot of cars involved.
Braxton DeWeese. I think Dewar and Campbell were just off the track, but no damage.
That happened a little bit further. Can we perhaps get a view to see what happened there?
Yeah, let's see if we can find somebody up farther.
Man, lap one, and it's calamity.
Yeah,
oh, like wow. The accordion. 31 got shoved down the line by the 48 of Nick Massey, who we heard was going to go to the back
Massey's
with his
getting a push
teammate
for
there, Chris Wright. Got a shove from Andrew Rucker there. And it just gets him right on that right quarter panel, and it just turns him.
Into the 19.
Nowhere for the 19 of David Tooker to go. And Nick Massey. You see Wyatt Knadel. And this wreck had to have started near the front. Chad Frankenfield, get a piece of it?
Little bit, not much.
See the 01 of Ryan Gavel. But yeah, I would say Gerald Campbell is an innocent victim right there.
Yeah, I think Chris Wright was able to be ahead of that. Did not involve him.
We heard from Chris Wright earlier, not during the broadcast, but he said the runs were going to be a lot bigger here tonight.
Watch him with Nick and Delicato this time. See the action happen up there.
The 10 car,
he kind of loses it in the grass. He comes back up on the track,
trying to avoid it, and he does a nice job.
Clean.
He solved the trouble, but thankfully he still has a race car.
Stayed in the grass quite a while.
So under caution here early in the Florida 200 here. Take this time to pay some bills, and we'll be back with the restart here. Lap 4 of
We are back.
And we're back. Yeah, the green flag. We just missed that. But they're green, and the 8 car, Josh Robin, to an early lead in that outside lane. My mistake. Oh, to the inside, Ethan Burrell.
Rocking the Domino's car again tonight.
This is always a fun track, not just to race on, but to call a race, because you get new names up front. I don't think I've talked much about Josh Robin, and I don't even think he led that lap, but it's cool to see that 8 car push to the lead. Now we see the 37 and the 11 working together. Still a big car draft here. Still 20 cars within a second, 1.2 seconds of one another.
Definitely one of those nights where I can't really look at the timing and scoring and try to fight and show a close battle. Everybody is 1/100 second off of each other.
Yeah. my favorite saying is, "Oh, I only finished a second behind the leader."
In 34th position.
Really? Where did you end up? Oh, who's the 20th?
Definitely. So our color coding on the tower tonight, Ethan Burrell in black there is not eligible for the playoffs, so he's just running for trophies tonight.
Heard he got a new job, though.
Cool.
That will allow his schedule and for him to be able to be with us on Wednesday nights.
I appreciate him putting money back into the Social Security for me for when I hopefully retire someday.
Yeah.
The numbers in green on the left are, of course, the ones that are locked in. So Scott Crump and Tyler Fody in the top 10 are the ones locked in. Yellow are the ones that are currently
obviously
in
the highest currently right now.
Yellow
and
are
he's
currently
driving like 14. It. Helping. Here comes a strong run on that outside lane. He was able to. The two Pro Edge racing cars able to defend.
Cars with the red background are ones that can point in. Red with white number are ones that can point in. Red that with a black number means the only way they can get in is a.
So they must win. With Daytona on the line, anybody can win. We have seen it happen both in real life and virtually. You just got to be around in that last lap. Oh, we see the 5 car there. Almost.
Yeah, he got a little high.
He got sideswiped by the 40. Oh, Andrew Rucker in the sucker hole. And around Chad Frankenfield into the corner, turn 1.
51's around.
I saw the 15 of Chad Frankenfield get turned, and it was on from there.
Go back and check that out.
See what happened to the 15.
Oh, it started above that. Back up, starts up here with Johnny. It looks like the 30 car. See who's that?
I was going to say the 64 Andrew Rucker was caught 3 wide there, which is a precarious position, and I think that is what we're going to see happens here, but let's take a look.
Yeah.
That is the 90th Scott Crump.
Hard to tell those 90 and 30.
Is that the 91 of Johnny Thomas? It is.
92 of Ethan Stanley. They got it collected back here. They were kind of bumping earlier when they were back.
They were.
Right in here.
Yeah,
right here is when they
originally said something happened to the 15. Oh, yes.
He got clicked by Jesse Rasmus. Then Harrison Talon into it. Braxton DeWeese also into it.
More damage to the 15. Was that the 48? There's a stack up in that outside lane.
13, DeWeese gets into Harrison Talon. They both go to the wall.
You saw the 51. That's a hard shot for the 70 car.
97 involved as well.
And then our Daytona 500 winner, the 22 involved.
Here comes Nick Massey. He's going to get a piece of Chad there.
He's already been involved in one accident. It has not been Nick Massey's night.
Everybody came into the pits, I believe. Well, not
Trying
everybody.
to fix.
4 of them stayed
Yeah.
out.
Good news is this track is big enough that you can fix a minute to 2 minutes of damage and not go a lap down.
4 cars that stayed out are Ryan Gavel, Nick Indelicato, Ethan Burrell, and Dustin Durr.
We do get to a green flag pit stop. We heard that the fuel window is 38 to 42 laps. Well, 43 drivers and us are going to catch our breath. You're watching the Florida 200 live on the Elite Racing Network.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We're back and ready when you are. Ready to go green.
Cool, like I said, on the front. We are back here with the green flag in hand. We've had some quick action to describe, but Barry has the green flag back in hand, and we are back racing. Ryan Gavel, he's safe. He knows he's gonna be fighting for a championship. He has the lead currently. Oh. Car on the wall there, turn 2. Hard to know if the car just pushed or there was contact there, but yeah, he's dropped from that outside pole position all the way back down to the 20th position. 21st, actually, currently. Oh, here comes a run by Ethan Burrell and Matthew Weeks. Pro Edge Racing is going to be strong. I think they have a game plan here, and it's working to perfection. That 37 car just took the lead with help from the 11. Side by side for third. Oh, just when I thought the 11 and the 37 were working well with one another, we see the 11 car dip to the outside lane. He'll be pushed by Daytona 500 winner Johnny Thomas. One of those cars that's looking to get in, and he'll dive to the lead and he'll take it in turn 3. Johnny Thomas to the point. The second lap under green from that restart. Second time we've had a lead change here. Let's see if we'll go 3 for 3 here. The momentum seems there, Dave, to come from the high side, but immediately we're seeing drivers trickle down to the low side once they establish that lead. The 11 car will lead that lap, and now he does go down low and sniff off the draft of the 91. Ryan Gavel, your car there, Dave, leading that charge in that outside lane. That was 3 for 3. We might go 4 for 4 here. If Gavel can get it done, that would be 4 different leaders in 4 laps. I don't know, that 11 car has a pretty stellar push on the inside, is what we call it. And he will lead up. So the train stops at 3, but these guys are coming up close on a lap car here. Don't know who that is, but it's about to make themselves known, and everybody gets a little antsy. Who is that? Chapman. The rule is if you go 6 or more laps down at a super speedway, you will be parked. And this, I believe, is his 4th lap. Easier said than done. He's on the flat of the tri-oval here. He'll roll it down. Try not to make an issue out of anything as we see the 11 of Matthews continuing to lead here. Nice aerial shot of Daytona. I like that, Cam. Still under the green flag here. Oh, whoa! You're right. What happened to him? Oh, and it was our leader here, had led the most laps. So that is unfortunate for the 11 car as they go down another lapper here. Braxton DeWeese. Oh, almost got sucked out of the way. Yeah, that had to have been a power miscue or something. That's a shame because he had a car that could win. And I know the 37 didn't want to see that. That was his teammate and someone he could count on. to make a move there. Don't see many pro-edge racing cars inside the top 10 currently. Yeah. So we'll try to get word on what happened to the 11 car, but for now, an unfortunate power outage. Oh, one car very loose out of the corner there. Well, we won't drown on here, and I'll be honest, I need some water. So, I'll be right back. We'll leave you with the sights and sounds of racing at Daytona.
I'll take this opportunity to do some sponsor reads. The Cup Series is sponsored by Join APS. APS offers a complete solution for all types of businesses that need to process credit card related transactions. Their industry specific solutions provide the best options for your business model. They have experienced client service representatives who understand what your processing needs are. Our premier sponsors, we heard from TA Services earlier, but TA Service for 36 years, TA Services has been a trusted domestic and international full service third party logistics provider, offering freight brokerage, managed transportation, warehousing and fulfillment, and cross-border logistics services to shippers around the globe. TA Services move with what matters to you. Let the TA Services team make ship happen for you. Blue Egg Marketing. Blue Egg is the marketing department for small businesses. Small business owners, Blue Egg is your biggest fan. And finally, Worldwide Technology Raceway. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsport racing facility in Madison, Illinois, close to the Gateway Arch. It features a 1.25-mile oval that hosts NASCAR and Cup and Truck Series races, an open wheel series that we're not allowed to mention by name, but we are going to be running tomorrow. And they also have a 2-mile infield road course used by Speed Tour Trans Am, SCCA, and Porsche Club of America. They have a 1/4-mile drag strip that hosts the annual NHRA Midwest Nationals event, and the Kartplex, which is a state-of-the-art karting facility. And we'll be back in a few moments.
Under our third caution of the night here, don't know exactly what happened, but we'll bring it to you.
It's tagging Dusty Dewar here, the 32 car, so let's see what's going on with him.
This is inside
the 15
the top
goes
10.
3 wide.
Oh, yes.
15 stuck his nose in there.
There wasn't enough room. Oh, my goodness. A hard hit for the 38. Is that Jeff Green? And you see cars going through.
Yeah, they luckily all went straight through Dusty Dewar.
Yeah, the 32, the unfortunate victim. There just was not enough room for the 15 to make it 3 wide there.
Alex Gray passed right through a car again as well. Robert Hill here. His lovely new 2 car for tonight. He passed through a car, gets into Joshua Clark a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of damage.
And you saw the tally given to the 15, and I would have to agree with that. Just a little bit too early to make that kind of move here, especially with 60 some odd laps to go.
Go back and look at it. We learned from having Mark Murphy last week. He looks at this view a lot.
For net code here.
He just kind of drives into the back of
Jeff Green there. Mayhem. So, don't know if Jeff Green is going to be very happy with that move.
Hearing that Chad's going to appeal that tally. I would say I'm not surprised, but I'm not allowed to say I'm not. Not going to say I'm not surprised. How's that?
Okay. You're not.
You did not hear me say that I was not surprised.
Well, while we are under this caution break, we'll give us a chance to step away with our thoughts. You're watching the Florida 200 live on the Elite Racing Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for the green flag. I need 50 laps. Someone's season is about to be decided here. As we get to the final 50 and decide who'll be racing for a championship. You see Scott Crump quick on the gas pedal. He was to the outside of the 37, but he'll take the lead here, leaving Josh Robin in his wake.
And Josh got out of line and lost a lot of spots there.
A big run to the outside there, led by, is that Johnny Thomas in the 91? It is. Thomas trying to get, but no help. His help kind of
disappeared on him.
Went to the outside. Yeah, it disappeared on him.
Oh, Brian Gavel in the middle. They get sketchy 3 wide.
But they make it stick.
So far, he's in the middle of the danger zone.
In what we call the sucker hole. He continues to lose spots. He and
all the way to 18th.
Fighting for it. But Scott Crump and Easton Burrell looks like they're ready to settle this amongst themselves and with little to no drafting help. The front three cars, single file, have put a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field. Tyler Fody in the outside, our pole setter here tonight, trying to lead a charge from help. He'll take the lead away with Nick Indeligato and Johnny Thomas. A power move made by Fody in the 40 car. We are still not within the green flag pit window, so these cars, in about 6 laps, we know they can make it.
Seth Rawls is in the middle now. Able to come down in front of Hunter Smith there.
Trying to get away from that 15 of Chad Frickenfeld. We know he's not afraid to put it 3 wide there.
Alex said it, not me. Alex said that.
I'm just calling like I see it.
Boss Man's been going back and watching some, watching our broadcast lately and making some. We've been.
Oh.
I'm against censorship. Nick and Delicato, Ethan Stanley now running out front.
Nick, I believe, is an independent team, right?
Nick is Shift Esports. Or maybe they pronounce it Shifty Sports. I don't know. That'd be cool, too. Good looking picture, Nick.
Having a
good
great
job.
run so far inside the lead. Oh, but contact there. That was almost big. It's going to get big. He's on.
We're going 4
the
wide.
There. They are 4 wide.
4 wide contact.
Oh, there they go. Contact in the middle of turn 1. Couple of cars off the track. And our 4th caution flag of the night is out.
I'm going to think that started around Dylan Thomas. Yeah, he's the 30 car down there. And we'll go back to the yellow and see what's going on here. Back it up a little bit before the yellow, because this is trouble.
Well, we were bragging about the 10 car there, but
there's 4 wide and 4 wide.
He's off the track. Yeah. Nick Indelicato got himself in trouble right there. And I think these guys were all running for cover. There was none to be had. Is that Trey Holmes? Yes. And the 26. All 3 of those cars touch, and it's on from there.
Oh, more contact again with Fortner and Thomas. Into Chris Wright. Chris didn't escape that one. Hard into the wall.
And that was a hard hit to the outside wall. He gets tapped in the behind by Michael Hossack in the 24.
Chris was not happy about that, but I don't know what else those guys could do. They were trying to get through the grass, and they didn't have control.
The momentum. Yeah. That was just a bad hand that the 42 was dealt with, and I'm with you there, Dave. I don't think the 30 or the 26 really had anywhere to go. So
no tally on the ball. Rusty Capel went for the drive. Oh, got some nice air. You see that? Oh. Watch Rusty Capel hit the access road. Getting some intel from Robert Hill Jr. to watch his in-car camera here. So far, he's clean. I think he got through there. Alex, you get kicked out of Discord again?
No, I'm still here. I'm sorry. I muted myself. I tossed it to commercial.
Oh, sorry. I was still watching people fly. I want to go with
but I was talking to you. I didn't realize I automatically muted myself. I'm still eating dinner.
I want to look here at Dustin Durer. Watch him get through here. Gets up a little bit there.
Ooh, cars
contact there.
Spinning every which way.
The other one was a good people.
Yeah, that 9 car did take a flyer into the infield here. You see him stopped.
Whee!
So under caution here, just before we'll go green with halfway here, I'm gonna mute myself again just so I can finish the last few bites of my salad. We'll be. Halfway here in the Florida 200, it's been an exciting one here, Dave. Scott Crump leads at the crossway flag. Nick Indelicato in that outside lane trying to keep it up there this time. Hunter Smith and Josh Robin right behind them.
Hunter Smith is our top car in the must-win situation tonight.
Doing all that he can as we stay under the green flag, and Nick Indelicato in that outside lane will lead them to the halfway straight. This race is now considered official.
Joined in the booth by Chris Wright. Chris, you not fixing your damage or what?
She's killed. With the 6 lap rule, we had 10 minutes required.
Oh, wow. That was an insane hard hit, but I have to say, I know you don't want to hear it, but from our perspective, it really looked like that 30 car and the 26 had nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, they got down there, and it wasn't all their fault that they were down there, but that 26 could have been a little smarter instead of trying to go through the grass, and he went back to the gas to try to throttle up there. Just the whole thing, though, this whole race, man, I don't know what you guys have seen up here. It's been pretty embarrassing on behalf of the league. We can do way better than this as a series and as an event here at Daytona than what we're doing right here. Just everybody's just kind of put their heads there where the sun don't shine and doesn't
What
really
did you
care to try to
learn
make it
in
better.
the 40 laps that you were able to run here tonight?
That a lot of these guys aren't as smart as I thought they were.
Running at the back didn't seem to work too well. Nick was involved in trouble almost from the get-go.
Yeah, the strat. It doesn't matter where you are out here. You can't afford to lose the draft, and everywhere, you know, guys trying to force it 3 wide, guys trying to just run over top of each other. It's just like I said, it's really embarrassing on behalf of the league that this is the product we're putting out here tonight. I'm very embarrassed to be a part of it, and I mean we are capable of way better than what this is right here. This is I
will say 4 big crashes, it seems.
Yeah, and it's all avoidable.
laps.
It's all avoidable. Like, everybody's just being way too aggressive, trying to force 3 wide, trying to just drive through guys. We get such big runs, and we all knew it. And instead of trying to just check up and help the lane, you're trying to make that 3 wide move with the big run, or you're just trying to shove the guy so hard that it's knocking him sideways. Everybody was doing it. I mean, we are all better than this as a league, and I'm very disappointed in this product that we put out here tonight. And a lot of guys, just chalk it up to speedway racing, but it's a lot falls on the shoulders of these drivers and whatnot.
Well, sorry to hear that your night didn't go as planned, but we're thankful that you're up in the booth to shed light on what it's like inside these race cars here.
Yeah, I hope one of the Lake Norman guys can bring it home. I hope this doesn't knock us out of the playoffs. We needed a top 35, depending on what happens. So as long as nothing crazy happens, we should still be okay. But hopefully Nick makes it. I actually think me falling out is going to lock Nick in. So just hopefully one of my teammates goes out there and wins, and maybe they've learned and the racing will get better. We'll see. But thanks for bringing me up here for an interview. The Canes machine was fast. Shout out to everybody at Lake Norman and whatnot for all that they do, all the help they were tonight. And really didn't get a chance to show what we had at all there and work together too awful much. So we will see how it plays out and see if we're playoff racing next week or if we're just another car.
35 laps to go
Thanks, Chris.
here in the Florida 200. That was a Chris Wright defeated, dejected, but still wearing his heart on his shoulder there. Was gonna invite him to stay for the entirety of the rest of the race. I don't know if he's still with us, though.
Yeah, he dove out. He's probably going to go help his Lake Norman teammates, do what he can do.
They are racing up front there, and we are in the green flag window of pit stops. Well,
Everybody's settled in 2 wide now. 2 wide we can do. It's the 3 wide that gets us in trouble. 4 wide definitely.
I was going to say, check that. We started with 40 to go. That's about half. That is halfway. And we know that these cars can make it. If we go green to the end, it will be interesting to see if anybody decides to pit or not.
Yeah, the 3 cars in the first, second, and third position.
Theoretically be able to make it to the end on fuel.
The top 3 came in on lap 27. And then the beyond that, they came on 37, 10 laps later. But with some caution laps, they can get to around 77. So that's close enough with caution that they might be able to make it. Somebody's going to try, I think.
I would say so. Why not?
The likelihood of running 32 more laps without a caution.
With what we today, it's kind of been one big crash every 10 laps. That's been the average as we see Ethan Burrell scoop to the bottom. And Chad Frankenfield making it 3 wide at the front of the field here. But no one went with him. He's going to lose a ton of spots on both sides there. Oh, and the caution flag is out.
Harrison Talon. Let's see where he is. Oh,
the
parked.
23. Oh, yes.
Parked with part of a car.
Parked into the inside. Well, I believe that is, I don't know
Harrison
exactly
Talon?
where that is.
Let's see.
We see him to the outside. He was trying to go around the 15 here.
Gets into Brandon Key, then gets turned by Kwame Scott.
44, Michael Goodman also got a piece of it.
Where did the 97 car come from?
97 there. And that is some damage.
See what happened to 97 if he got knocked into the 23, but he really looked like he targeted the 23. So let's hope that somebody took him that way.
Not what he wanted to do. Oh, snap.
They're checking up there. Yeah, he's going to get hit by Nick Massey and turns him and sends him straight up to...
Is that the 11 car? Did the 11 car magically get back?
Yeah, he's back on the track.
Weird.
42, he's 4 laps down.
So, within the 6-lap rule...
He was back there just behind, like, Justin Fortner. Would have had a good view for this.
But again, that move and wreck kind of happened because of a 3-wide decision of the 15. Although the 15 did not cause that wreck, I will say, I'll go on record and say that the momentum their shift definitely did. When you make a move like that, your hope is that people will go with you. Oh, yeah. Nick Massey got into the 97 there. Does a good job of not collecting any others, but that is what happened there. The bullseye on the 23. You can see a racing incident, no further action. It looks like the 32 got caught in the outside wall. Excuse me, the 33. And that's what stacks things up. Under caution here for the 5th time today, another multi-car incident here to bring out the yellow flag at Daytona. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back here. 30 or less than 30 laps in the Florida 200. It has been exciting all night as we continue to watch who can handle Daytona. It has been a beast here tonight, Dave.
Yeah, we haven't been short of action, that's for sure.
Ethan Stanley has the position right now with Tyler Fogel, the championship leader, on the outside lane. And here comes the 32 of Dustin Dewar. Haven't had much to talk about with his name here. That would be a very popular win if the 32 could get it done here tonight.
Yeah, you can see his name's in red with the black, so that means his only way in is win.
Yeah, kind of lost in the mayhem that has been this race. Has been that 14 drivers here tonight will be fighting for a championship. Only those in green, and we only had 5 of them here, are safe and sound here, including our championship leader, Tyler Fody, in the 40 car, trying to lead a charge in that outside lane. Alrighty here, that counter is about to tick down, Dave, so I have to ask you.
I don't know who I'd pick in this one. Oh my.
Yeah, who's your pick?
Wow. What if I go really? I'm gonna go off the wall here. I'm gonna go Gerald Campbell in the 31.
Alrighty.
He's up in the top 10.
I like that 37 car. He's been the most consistent inside the top 5, so I'm gonna go with Ethan Burrell.
Unfortunately, Gerald's gonna have to go past Chad to get there, and usually when that happens, bad things happen.
Well, they're side by side for second place here. Ethan Burrell with the lead. Can he hang on to it?
There's some good picks up here in this
pretty
group,
messy, though, right behind them. They're not organized and lined up.
As long as we have some of those cars marked in the red box up there, we're going to have some desperation. I think that might clean things out again.
Yes. A quick note for the folks at home there, Dave, if you want to go ahead and explain the color coordination once again.
Sure. If you're the blue with the green letters are the ones that are locked into the chase. Blue with the yellow letters, and I apologize for anybody who's colorblind, but this is about the only way we have to do this. With the yellow, that means you're in the top 14 right now and you're in the chase. And then the red are all on the outside looking in, but can get in. If they have a white letter, they can point in. If they have a black number, then the only way they can get in is through. So those are the 4 different
black number underneath that second place car, that desperation factor going in for the 32. He needs to win this race.
Ethan Stanley and Kwame Scott are currently in, but they can solidify their position just by staying right basically where they are. Everybody behind them is below them in points. So
Ethan Stanley moved to the outside lane, as well as the 01. Ryan Gavel switched to the outside, and here comes a run. That was an expert time moved by the 01. Oh, trouble! 2 cars around in turn 4. Caution flag, I believe, is going to come out. Maybe not.
Not yet, no. Oh, he just got plowed.
But 21 got clipped. pretty
Oh,
hard there.
my.
He'll come to a stop, and I believe that will. Well, no, it has not triggered a flag yet. So we're still watching this unfold.
Yeah, he finally Justin Vandermaal finally just towed, but it never went green. It never went yellow.
Interesting. I wonder what exactly happened there. We saw that breakout of turn 4.
Now our top 4 are kind of some of the usual suspects we see every week.
How bad that 15 car wants a win here. Hasn't had a win in his own league in 2 years. Oh, got a car hard into the wall in turn 3. Yeah. Who was that? We're losing more and more of this lead pack here.
I think that was my pick.
Let's take a look here. Yes, Scott Crump got into Gerald Campbell there, and around they go. And Gerald Campbell, a hard hit to the outside wall. Thankfully, that was a single car incident. And again, we stay under the green flag. Right now, we're in the midst of what I consider our longest green flag run of the night, I believe.
Now they're trying to get organized and maybe run single file to the end so that everybody gets the top 10. But if I'm Dustin Dewar, I say I will agree to that if I can be the front of the top 10. Him or Hunter Smith. If both of them say I will cooperate if you let me have the front spot.
Tyler Fody is the championship leader. He came here knowing that he really didn't have to prove anything as we see the rest of the field. Now this whole lead pack goes single file.
They did listen.
11 cars. They've put 4.5 seconds in front of the second pack.
Loads of drivers upset about their night ruined for that lack of cautions. We know that's a factor here at Daytona, though, but I don't know.
I was surprised that we did not see a yellow for that incident off of turn 4 before the Gerald Campbell issue.
Yeah, I know that one of the complaints is always that we don't throw a manual caution, but you know, race control, they have iRacing just like everybody else, and they can't watch every car at the same time.
Yeah.
A lot of times they don't even know it happened either, so it's too late. $17 to go.
And then the 21 just being clipped by another car. I didn't even see who hit him, but they had to have damage from that. Is there such a thing as debris in iRacing?
Yeah, I don't know if it's something that iRacing can adjust or anything, but it's just really, really, really hard to get cautions thrown on these tracks because the track clears itself so quickly because of the banking.
So just 11 cars left to battle it out here at Daytona. We'll be back for the green flag. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Florida 200 live on the Elite Racing Network. Welcome back. You saw during that green side-by-side action some of the action that did not trigger a yellow flag, including that 51 car you see on the inside currently having an issue in the trioval. I can see why some drivers are hot that the lack of a yellow flag did not come out. You see Joey Chapman in the 6 has been issued a tally. Now, with 11 to go, your winner is most likely going to come from the first 11 spots here. Question is, if you're not leading, when do you make your move? What do you think there, Dave?
I don't know if any of these guys are really talking like anybody's going to make a move, but I think they're all full of it. I think they'll probably all make a move. But I think they're going to probably make a move maybe with 2 laps to go.
Well, keep in mind, if the caution comes out on the last lap, we go by IRC official results.
On fuel,
my apologies.
Fuel-wise, Tyler Fody came in at 37 laps. Kwame Scott came in at 37, and Dustin Juror came in at 37. The others are 50. So Josh Robin, Garrison Hogan, Ethan Burrell all have plenty.
Yeah, have we been green since lap 40?
I believe so. I mean, we had some incidents that should have been cautions but weren't, or could have been. Could have been. That's not fair to say should have been. That's kind of fuel in the fire. Let's say could have been caution.
Yes.
But I personally don't think it's fair that all the crap that the race control gets. I mean, it's a thankless job to do it. And
that's very true.
Sometimes people need to realize that we kind of need Tate back around where he tells us and reminds us that they're racing cartoon race cars. So chill out. Nobody's got millions of dollars in any of these rigs.
You see a little bit of commotion there, right around the 5th and 6th place spot. Kwame Scott is itching to go. Wonder if he and the 37 are trying to link up. Garrison Hogan trying to go for the double. We have, I don't think since I've been calling races, no one has ever won both races at Daytona in the same season. 22 could do it here tonight.
Here's the front of the second pack, but they're 3.5 seconds behind. So they are not going to get there.
Did you know the last driver to do that there, David? And I remember I said, did you know?
Yeah, yep, good job.
I didn't ask you. The last driver to win both the Daytona 500 and the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona was Jimmy Johnson in 2013.
2013, so 10 years ago?
Yes, 10 years ago. I remember that because Brad had a really good car that race. 2013, he didn't get it done.
Seven to go.
Lap counter is ticking down here at the World Center Racing. We're getting close. If you're Tyler Fleming, you've got to be a little bit nervous because you know they are going to make a move. Can you defend it? We have not seen that really at all. We see Josh Robin, who is itching for a win. Some of that desperation factor, he might not be in it for the playoffs here, but he just wants his name in the record books.
Oh, contact with Dustin Durr and Kwame Scott. Dusty got out of line a little bit.
He did, but you see the movement. Terrell thought maybe cars were going to move to the outside. He was ready to go. Justin gonna be pushed to the back side of the pack.
He was lucky he didn't lose that draft.
They could all wad him up there. He could be the lucky guy. We see the 01. He's ready to go. 4 to go.
Like we had a car back off the track back here.
The lead back, but that doesn't mean there isn't racing going on, including what happened right there between the 68 and is that the 18 of Joshua Personette?
That didn't cause a caution either. He got back on the track, so
both cars were able to carry on. And now look, 2 wide action here. Tyler Fody has to defend from Ryan Gavel there in the 01 and Garrison Hogan in the 22 to take over the spot. They were suddenly 2 by 2 throughout the entire field in this lead pack.
Well, something could happen here and take out all 11.
Ooh. I think if you're going to make a move, it has to be now.
Oh, contact! Now we go.
Scott gets turned.
Surely that'll be a yellow.
Oh, field is involved there, and this will bring out our caution flag. You knew it was going to happen here. Things got too close down the backstretch.
See where it starts.
Kwame Scott, who was third in line, gets poked out of line there. Oh, I'm going to say net code. But that is more than half our lead back involved.
Yeah, when they get right about here, the Ethan Stanley, Ryan Gavel area looks a little bit troublesome. Gets a little bit in the back of left rear of Gavel, which puts him into the right rear of Kwame. Turns Dustin Durer in front of Chad.
There are a lot of hopes and dreams went up in smoke in turn 3 right there. Chad Frank, I don't know if Chad is going to fix any damage, but that car certainly won't drive like it has been. He's got some pretty heavy right front, and so does Ethan Stanley. Imagine that, a green-white checker. Achoo!
Bless you.
Excuse me. That just snuck up on me.
The pollen season.
I'm going to go and blow my nose, so I'll be back for the restart here. We'll be right back telephoning your leader here in the Florida 200. Welcome back. We are here to settle out the final 2 laps of the regular season. Tyler Foley gets a good shove in that outside lane. Will he be able to hang on for 5 miles?
Will this be our only green light checker?
In that outside lane. Hopefully that doesn't trigger another
car. Around 88,
trouble.
Trey Holmes.
Car turned around. Is that Trey Holmes? It is. In the middle of the pack. And our 7th caution flag of the night is out. I saw the I saw some blinking here. I wonder if this is what caused that.
Yeah, the 30's up on him tight, but I think he blinks out. I didn't blink in that view. On that replay, the 30 kind of got into him.
Yeah.
Or to the 30 maybe. Car.
He got right on that left quarter panel. Yeah, the 88 right before that we saw the 88 blinking. So I wonder if something just didn't agree. He was not there at the beginning and just got offset off the 30 of Dylan Thomas. Don't know if I would put that fully on the 30 car though. Wow, it does not take much at all there to turn somebody though. And we know that the 15 car just ahead of the 88 was heavily damaged. So I wonder if that had to do with anything as well. Not trying to place any blame. I'm just saying that car is not up to speed. But you got to feel for Trey Holmes. And you see it right there. The 30 issued a tally. Interesting, though, because we did see the 88 car blink. Well, we'll reset it and do it again. We'll be back for hopefully the final restart here momentarily. You're watching the Florida 200 Live on ERN. Let me know when I'm back on.
We're back.
All right, so we have some drama here. The 8 car has been given an EOL there, Dave. He was the leader.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, Josh Robin was ahead of the leader in the restart zone, which is a automatic EOL. So now he's going to the back.
And the leader before that was Tyler Fody.
Yep, and he came down for fuel issues.
So we'll see who has enough fuel to be able to salvage a win here. It's 2 laps to go. Our second attempt at a green-white checker here at Daytona.
No chance we get back around. No chance. Emotions are running high right now. 3 wide.
Now is the time. Oh, in the wall goes the 15 hard. And he will get turned. Caution.
I should have wagered.
You're absolutely right here. Now we're down to the final green-white checker. And my pick is up front there, Dave.
That's almost everybody else in the field here. Let's see what's going on here. 30 and the 15.
Oh,
yeah, Chad moves up in front of the 10.
He did. He just wasn't clear. Then other cars starting to get into the mess there. But the I wouldn't put that on anybody... the 10. That is a massive crash here. Multiple cars are involved. Let's go back and replay perhaps that again. Because I think that'll give us the best angle here. From the 15, not the 97.
Let's check out go on board with Robert Smith here. He comes into the event late. I mean, he sees chaos in front of him. And takes out Chad.
Oh. He did now. In his defense, Chad did get on right the gas there, but I was going to say that probably was our biggest wreck of the night right there.
But now Ryan Gavel will have to pit. He won't be able to make it through another green-white checkered, so he's come in. So he's dropped. So everybody's good on fuel now.
Oh.
Now, the tally is on the 15, but he's already appealed the first tally, so he's going to stay in. He's got nothing to lose. If he loses the appeal of the tally, he'll finish last in a race that means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. I am just... I don't know what it is with me tonight. But we'll be back for hopefully the third. It will be the final restart.
Hopefully.
We're watching PRN for the Florida 200. Alrighty. One way or another, we are going to finish this. Oh, they bounce off one another. But we stay green here. Oh no! Dylan Thomas got turned in the 30 car. Caution is out. And that means the 37 car, Ethan Burrell, has won. Right in front of the 22 Garrison Hogan. How about that? The 37 car, my pick, is going to get the victory at Daytona here tonight. Pro Edge Racing getting it done.
Looks like on that restart, the 8 didn't get going. Stacks up to 92. He pops out. And then just accordions. Dylan Thomas gets back into the 15 again. Bodie's on the back of Chad. Makes sure Chad gets Thomas gets it. And chaos ensues.
Canelo can avoid the action. Yeah.
Ethan runs off and is going to race.
So, if you're just ahead, by the time, that is our third attempt at a green-white checker here. And congratulations to that 37 car. This is going to be a very popular win. It's to come across the line here, and it will be made official. Hey, I'm eating pizza right now, not from Domino's, but I might have to go and get me a slice after that. Here he comes to the checkered flag. Ethan Burrell, Pro Edge Racing, is going to get it done here. He wins the Florida 200. Congratulations, Ethan Burrell. Garrison Hogan second, and Robert Hill ends up in third.
Hey, Robert, we get to interview Robert. All right, I hope that gets him into playoffs. That was one of the weirdest races we've ever had.
Yeah. But I saw this 37 car in victory lane. 25 laps before we should be keeping a tally of our picks here.
I'm just kind of sitting here going, what did I just see?
No, there are going to be some drivers that are probably not too happy, but one that is the driver of that 37 car. We'll be able to talk to him in just a bit. You see David Tooker, a teammate right there, getting it done. I'm anxious to talk to him and about the 11 car, because I know that him and the 11 probably had a game plan, and when the 11 car just blipped out, I wonder what was going through his mind. So we'll be right back with interviews here on ERN.
Garrison Hogan, the team owners, everyone over at Pro Edge, Fueled Up, of course, the partners here, Pit Pass Network, Blue League Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, TA Services, everybody that supports Elite, Chad, Dave, you, Alex, everybody, thank you very much. And to those tuning in at home, thank you as well.
All righty. That was Robert
Alex,
Hill Jr. Congratulations. Best finish of the season. We hope to wish you well in the playoffs.
Alex, can you hear me? Robert, can anybody hear me?
You, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hey, I was so excited that you were up here. I forgot to unmute us, so we didn't hear the beginning of the interview. We heard your shout outs, but I apologize so bad that I was so excited that you got to third and I got to bring you up quickly that we didn't hear you. So if we could go back and just give you your first part of the interview, because you never get up here. So, and I don't want to screw you out of that. So talk about your night. What do you think you had? Did you have anything for him at the end? How did you get up there? We covered points. Where do you think you're at in the points?
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, and nobody heard, Nick Massey and I kind of got screwed over a little bit by some incidents that didn't bring out cautions. There was a couple guys that were going like 30 on the racetrack, and we really tried to do whatever we could to get back up there. Joe McAdory, huge shout out to him. Dustin Doer, those guys helped me tonight get back with the field, and I appreciate that very much. I don't know exactly if we had a winning piece at the early portions of the race, but later on, things just started working out for us. Some guys that we were chasing in the points fell out. We were able to get with some really good drivers on the racetrack and work our way up to get as close as possible. As of right now, I think I beat a couple of the cars that I needed to beat by enough points. I'm just not too sure where exactly we stand. Chad's dealing with a dumpster fire right now, so no update on the points as of yet, but hopefully we made it. And if we do, again, shout out to Huck's Roasted Gems Coffee. Use coupon code Mountain to save 10% on your next order over there. JV Designs, Justin Vandermeerl really gave me an opportunity tonight to bet on myself in the Ricky Bobby inspired car. And appreciate that. Appreciate all my teammates, and appreciate you guys for carrying the broadcast tonight.
It was definitely interesting. I'm glad that Dave was able to recognize that we didn't get that first spot on air, so you can come back and listen to that.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys very much, and enjoy those interviews with Ethan and Garrison there.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert.
All right, let's see if we can talk to our second place finisher. Is he in the booth?
He is. We have Garrison.
Garrison, man, you were this close to doing something that hasn't been done in 10 years. And that is win both the Daytona 500 and the second race at Daytona virtually. A bonus points if you know the driver to do it in real life, the last driver to do it. Walk us through your night here as well.
I was here to win. That was first and foremost. Clearly, I have other obligations on other weeks of doing my other thing with Road to Pro, so I didn't get a chance to do the full season. I don't know, maybe one day I'll get a chance, but it was pretty cool to do the races that I did do this season, and man, I wanted it really bad. I just wanted it to go green because I knew I had a really good shot. I felt really good too because I just did the top split NIS day and finished third there at Dega, so I knew the luck was on my side, but I just needed the laps, and we just didn't get it. I just think a lot of people, like I said in the chat earlier in the race, it's just a lot of people have to really clean up their racecraft with this discipline in this league. It's getting to the point where, like, I just noticed that type of stuff, little things about changing lanes or swerving and all of that, and it's just almost like a minefield in a sense. So I can see why there's a lot of cautions. I can see why there's, a lot of contact in these races, but hopefully it gets cleaned up because I think this league has a lot of potential, and I really would like to see that one day.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask you about the racing we saw here tonight. It seemed a lot more physical than what we're accustomed to. Did you feel that behind the wheel? And I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Just what were you?
No, it's fine, Alex. I get what you're saying. I mean, like, yeah, you go out there, and of course, these guys are out here fighting for the points, trying to get into the playoffs and everything. I get it. You know, I'm in the playoffs in the National Series, so I understand the intensity ramps up. Everybody wants to get in. Everybody wants to do well, and I don't know. You just don't see the aggression from the right people in some of these plate races. You kind of see it from people who almost feel like they have nothing to lose, or they, are just going out there just to make moves without thinking sometimes. But yeah, the intensity was high tonight. It was a little bit more physical tonight than I've seen in the past, at least, year or so that I've been racing it. But like I said, hopefully it gets cleaned up, and hopefully these guys have a good showing in playoffs for you guys. I know a lot of the viewers want to see good racing, and they want to see green flag laps, and they want to see passes that are clean, so hopefully that gets cleaned up.
Were you able, do you know, I don't know how much of a NASCAR fan, but do you know my original question, who was the last driver to win both the Daytona 500 and the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona? Do you know what driver or what year that was?
Oh man, I do not even really think about it. I've been watching since 05. Been a long time, lifelong Jimmy Johnson fan. I know it's not him.
No, it is. It is Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, 2013, right?
Yep. He was
Bingo.
The last driver. You should have went with your gut.
I should have. I thought it was done more recently, but hey, yeah, the GOAT, right? That's my GOAT at least. So that's great. Yeah, I didn't know that stat. So thanks, Alex. I can keep that with me.
Well, you're within 2 laps of that being true virtually here. Want to give you the time to shout out anyone and anything you'd like as tonight's second place finisher.
Yeah, first off, shout out to you guys. I don't race every week, like I said here. It is great that you guys found this nice broadcast and sit up here and watch us race, even though sometimes it can get a bit messy with the cautions. So thank you guys for sitting through this and enduring this. Shout out to Mark Murphy. I know he was taking a lot of beating in that, but I really want to shout him out and name him here because I feel like that guy didn't really deserve a lot of the criticism there at the end. But shout out to Mark. I think he did a solid job, and hopefully, he comes back in the future and does something a little bit with this league, I guess. Shout out to Chad for putting on the league, the sponsors here in this series, and JD Designs that's on my car. I appreciate him making my lovely schemes. They look very good, and I hope you guys like them. And if you need one, just go ahead and message Jonathan Cutlip on Twitter. He will definitely get you hooked up with a scheme.
Alrighty, there. Sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. I started talking.
No, you're fine.
Well, congratulations there, Garrison Hogan, second place runner-up finish tonight at Daytona.
Thank you. Have a good night, fellas.
You too. Alrighty, last but certainly not least here tonight, my man E-Dog there. Rush, do you have a copy?
I got you, buddy. What's up, Alex?
Hey, man, I can't believe it.
Yes, sir. Man, it feels good.
What I want to know, and excuse me, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. It's just, I'm still getting over whatever the heck I had this summer, but
oh, no worries, buddy, no worries.
What I wanted to know was what was going through your mind when the 11 car just disbanded in front of you. It looked like you had a plan with them. How did that change on the fly? Then how did you pilot that 37 car to victory lane here tonight?
Yeah, we did kind of have, I mean, I guess it wasn't necessarily a plan, but it was like, oh, hey, there's Matthew Weeks. We finished 1-2 at Daytona before, so whatever we're gonna do, it's gonna be working together. And burned a couple bridges with a couple guys getting both of us up to the front, but then all of a sudden he was gone. So I was like, man, I hope I didn't make too many of these guys mad at me with some of the moves we made to pass them, but now I'm stranded. So I just hung on. I was fighting and digging. I went into this race just with the mentality that I'm not in the playoffs. A lot of other guys are. A lot of guys are going to be trying to ride around in the back and this and that. And I just decided I was going to go try to win every single lap. And I think I did a pretty good job at that. I led a lot of laps. I stayed in the
think it
top
was 25 to go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, it was a good pick.
25 to go pick. Yep.
Right.
I don't know if you were leading necessarily that lap, but your car just always caught my eye inside the top 5 there. Tonight, Garrison mentioned it seemed a lot more physical. What was the racing like inside the race car from your vantage point?
Yeah, it was a pretty physical race. I was kind of surprised. I figured after those first 2 big wrecks early on, we'd get a pretty decent run, and we did for a while. And I just, thankfully, I was able to maintain the track position and not to fall back into the mess. And I was telling everybody that I was just going to try to make sure all the chaos was behind me, and that's the way it worked out. And had a shot at the end, and thankfully, I was leading when everything went sideways.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I know you just said on social media you just got a new job, so this has got to be one heck of a week for you in 2023. Want to give you the chance to shout out anyone and anything you'd like here tonight as winner of the Florida 200.
Yeah, for sure. First off, thanks to my grandma, Austin, GB, that's Betty for tuning in and watching. I know they're probably jumping up and down seeing me win, and yeah, my new job, it won't restrain me too much on the scheduling, so I will be able to return to Elite the rest of this season and next season. I should be full-time still in Elite, so I'm really looking forward to that, and still being able to do these races I love doing. And shout out all the Pro Edge racing guys. I know we were kind of dispersed throughout the field tonight. We didn't really get hooked up very well, but I was just doing what I could up there, and thanks to you guys for putting on the production for us.
All righty, man. Well, that's my man, E-Dog. It's so glad to see that. Congratulations there, Ethan Burrell, winner of tonight's Florida 200. It's great to see that 37 car on top. Dave,
thanks, Alex.
We are now in playoff mode here. So the next time we have to bring our A mode, our A game, and get into playoff mode the next time we're on air.
We're going to wine country.
All righty. So Sonoma?
Sonoma.
All righty. So these guys hopefully will have learned from their mistakes and will have to turn right and left here.
Tune in next week to see if we have an off track to do the race. We don't know. We should put it out in YouTube and let the YouTube people vote on every tally, and we'll just outsource
let it. The YouTube. Our series is like no other, no joke. But from all of us from the ERN, we hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We'll see you guys next week, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on ERN.